Hey, everybody. I wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about your research paper that is due on Wednesday next week. Couple of things. One, make sure you remember that your paper is due Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. I cannot accept any late papers as the semester ends on Friday, and it won't give me enough time to grade before my grades are due. If you turn it in on Tuesday by 11:59 p.m., you will get 5 extra points. A few of you did not choose a poem from the list that I gave. You just chose one of the poems that we read in class. Make sure in week 4 that you go to the authors and the poems list and look at the list of authors and then the poems that I've listed for each of those. The reason I want you to choose from this list is because these already have lots of scholarly articles on the databases that I showed you how to use in another video. So again, if you received a 0 on that assignment, it's probably because you did not choose a author or poem from the list, and that was the thesis check that I did. If you completed your thesis, make sure, even if you made 100, go look at your feedback, because that's where I give you some pointers about your thesis statement. Some of you put your comma outside the quotation marks. Some of you didn't put your poem in quotation mark, you italicized. So you want to make sure you eliminate those errors before you turn in your actual research paper. Also, make sure you utilize the sample research papers that I've posted. If you'll look at those and download them, then you'll see 2 papers from former students that did pretty well on their paper, but you'll also be able to look at how they organized it, their works cited page, the parenthetical documentation. Just like here on this one, here is a sample of an article written that didn't have an author. Well, she didn't have an author to put in the parentheses. So instead she put the first word, which is a title of a source of an article, and it has to be in quotation marks. So that William there matches up on the works cited page, William right here. So make sure that every source that you list on your works cited page is also utilized in the parenthetical documentation somewhere. So make sure you look at those 2 sample papers that I've given, and yours should look similar to it in structure, parenthetical documentation, and works cited pages. Last thing is, make sure you remember that your final exam is on Friday of next week, since that's the last day of the semester. I can not open that final exam until Thursday. That's per instructions from my dean. So you can only take it Thursday or Friday of next week. Course evaluations, I only have 9 out of 32 students who have completed those. Make sure you go to Access KC, log in, and then you'll see where it says how many surveys you have, depending on how many courses you're taking this semester.